Hey, family. You know, as the political debates and landscape gets more embroiled and there's more harsh infighting and U.S. citizens are being used as pawns, and mind you, I do still pray for all of our leaders, things are going to get uglier. I wanted this post-pandemic series to really talk about this next step. I'm Patsy White, and this is another 3-minute ministry to motivate your month. This is the fifth post of a seven-part series, Seven Steps to Reassemble the Pieces of Your Life Post-Pandemic. And I lettered them A through G. A is ignore losses. B was build new routines. C is to create meaningful moments. D is to discard the unimportant. And today, E is to embrace relationships. So there are three important points I want to make about embracing relationships. The first one is there is no true battle between human beings that doesn't boil down to a spiritual issue. Ephesians 6 and 12 says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we cannot afford to fight each other. Proverbs 13 and 10 says, only by pride comes contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. So if we're arguing with each other, we've stumbled into pride. And that means we can't see the humanity of the other person because of self-righteousness. So the second point I want to make is that if we cannot see the humanity of one another, it's not their shortcoming, it's ours. 1 Corinthians 12 and 14 says, for the body is not one member but many. This one chapter talks about the diversity of gifts and how every gift is essential for the body to operate. Our left hip has never seen our right shoulder blade, but we need both of them. It says in 1 Corinthians 12 and 21, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor the head to the feet, I have no need of you. We must ask God to show us the humanity of each other. If we can't see them, then it's something that either we were exposed to incorrect information about them, we just don't know about them through ignorance. So we ask for teaching. When the body fights itself, that's an autoimmune disease. The enemy is not each other, and the enemy is not in the body. Then the third point I want to make is finally we must embrace, those we struggle with the most. So 1 Corinthians 12:22, moving to the next verse, says, but quite the contrary, parts of the body that seem to be the weak are absolutely necessary. For time's sake, I'm going to look at who we are, who it is that we consider to be weaker in our population. Babies, seniors, medically fragile, functionally impaired people. How humbling is it for us to care for each other when one cannot take care of themselves? It's part of what helps us develop compassion and have our hearts be open to each other. So today I encourage you to be honest in your prayer time and in your time with the Lord, to say, Lord, show me where I struggle with other people, groups, individuals, because of who they are or what they bring up for me. And ask God to help you heal, because he loves every single one of us. No matter what we human beings can't see in each other, God sees and is totally in love with each and every person. And if we can't see them that way, it's something in us that we need God to change. So I love you. I appreciate you listening. And I pray that this just opens your heart for healing, for openness, for love, and for connection. Because the enemy wants us to hate each other and target each other and get confused and think that it's each other and not him. Thanks for listening. God bless you. And I'll see you tomorrow for the last post. Oh, no, I'll see you tomorrow for the second to last post. Take care.